was boiling them will get them too hot and crack the bones and make the teeth crack. We use a grinder with a cut-off wheel and cut a new spatula. Blowing pretty good today. Can't catch him. He not biting no more. That braid thing is huge. Look at that fucking thing. It's a good blade though. I'll probably take the blade. Get back, come on, Hum's around the corner here. First fish, checking it out. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. Here we go. Welcome to the Beaver Retriever channel. And this week we're going to try to finish up these skulls and then we got to start whitening them. So I already got most of the meat off a couple weeks ago, but I still got to get a little more. So we're putting them back in my pot here. Got a pot right here, simmering water. And I already had some in there for a while, so we're going to pull them right out right now. So I've done a few skulls back in the day, and what I did was I boiled them, and it was boiling them will get them too hot and crack the bones and make the teeth crack. And so now I've learned to simmer them, and I think I've done pretty good this year. Just doing slow cooking them. Try to use this brush to clean them off best we can. I think I gotta leave them in there a little bit longer. Yeah, we're gonna leave them in there just a little bit longer. Yeah, it's not brushing off very easy. I want it to like just peel right off, wicked easy. So I'm gonna leave it in there for another half hour to an hour. Yeah, in the meanwhile, we're gonna go make a spatula out of a cast iron frying pan. Got an old frying pan, small frying pan. We're gonna go use a grinder with a cut-off wheel and cut a new spatula. So we got this little tray here to use as something to trace here. Trace it out. And cut it out. Alright, let's see how this goes. Yeah. There's my cast iron spatula. I'm gonna try to taper this edge off on the top where we'd be scraping stuff. Just round off the edges on the sides. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now I just got to clean it up a little better and start my seasoning process. Alright, we're gonna get back down to them skulls and check them out. I'm getting there. This is gonna be the most tedious part. It's just trying to do that final cleaning. So we're gonna hammer through all of these, and next step we'll show you is washing some down in the spring line. Yeah, we're headed out turkey hunting today. Yeah, so last night, right before dark, I heard a turkey gobbling up here in my parents' field. I just walked down my road here behind me and just saw two turkeys run down their driveway. We come back up this way and we're gonna walk up through the field here and go over to my turkey blind. We'll sit here for a little bit longer, but yeah, it's too windy. Can't hear anything out there today. Yep, nothing. So I ain't sitting here all day. We're gonna pick up the decoy. Hopefully this week we'll get my second turkey. All right, me and Boss Dogg, we're headed down to try to catch some fish. Yeah, this is a nice big river here. Nice little falls right here. Blowing pretty good today. Seen a deer go over that falls when I was younger, fishing right here. Me and buddy were fishing here, we saw a little lamb come right over the falls and then swim right down the river. He kept swimming too, he didn't even go to shore. Weird as hell. Wish I had a cell phone back then, I would have caught footage of that. But nothing yet. Yep, nothing here. Just here for a little bit, so. Really, boss? Yeah, now we got another pond I'm gonna go try. Yeah, headed down into that other pond. Just wanted to show you all the boulders here. Look at all the boulders up back there. It's a boulder city around here. Yeah, so we're gonna try fishing off these rocks. Yeah, nothing yet. So, not looking good for fish for dinner. Some big rocks around here. Quite the little cavern down here. Oh, a big old like cave up in there. Some lichens. That's a lichen. all over this rock. All that stuff growing on it. Yeah, I just got my first bite, but unfortunately I spit it just as soon as I pulled on it. So I had a good bite, bait robber. Another bite, but yeah, well, I can't catch him. He not biting no more. We're gonna try for a little bit longer. Hopefully we catch something. We got one. That's a largemouth bass. Alright, that's it for today. Yeah, caught the one small bass. Well, that ain't much of a meal, but we're still gonna eat it. So, got it all scaled, all gutted. So, we'll probably eat this and some mac and cheese for dinner. Wish I had a couple more of these, though. Wish I had a brook trout. I'd rather eat brook trout than bass, but we'll eat it still. Well, we're headed out to the turkey blind. My mother just saw a huge tom turkey in the front yard. I'm running up to my blind right now. Trying to hurry. Oh, I hear him. He just gobbled. Fuck. Gotta get my decoy out before he can see us over here. Alright, we made it. Sit down, try to do some calling. Got him. Got him. Nice. We got him. It's a nice turkey. Nice. We got him. Sweet. That worked. That's my second turkey of the season. Nice. Yeah, that beard's way bigger than the first one we shot this year. That's a good 8-inch beard. 7-8-inch beard right there. Nice. Oh, we hit him right in the chest. Oh, you see where one of my bullets hit his beard. Nice. Turkey number 2. Alright, we're going to take the breast out of this bird. I'm going to slice off these 2 breasts. Get a good dinner. I'm going to have fiddleheads and turkey again. A freaking hunk of turkey right there. Yeah, that's 1/2. Yeah, that's a nice beard. It's probably 7 inches or so. We'll break out tape measure it right now. So that's about a 8.5-inch beard. So what I'm going to do with the beard is I put it in the shell that I shot the bird with. I'm actually going to let it dry out before I do this, but I just wanted to show you. I'll end up gluing it in just like that, sandwich it down, write the year right on the shell, and there we go. There's I can hang them on the wall. Yeah, so we're going to do a final cleaning on them beaver skulls. Already got them like degreased and everything. I just want to run them through the spring line with some soapy water real quick, and we'll start the bleaching process. Check out how long a beaver tooth is. Look at this. That's crazy how far that goes into their skull. Bottom tooth comes out even further, so we'll glue them in after I bleach it. Yeah, check out how long this one is. That freaking thing goes into its freaking jaw, like about that far. That's crazy. Yeah, one done. Let's try to get all these done, and then we'll throw them in the hydrogen peroxide. just gonna put them all in this bucket. That's good. Alright, I'm gonna fill that right up with some hydrogen peroxide. So we're gonna leave that. We'll check on it periodically for the next few days. So I'm gonna put this right over in my woodshed. I'm trying to play with the old bear trap today. I actually just set it. I put these 2 logs on it and just drove my truck on it. I was able to get it set. And yeah, that is a set bear trap. That freaking thing is huge. Look at that fucking thing. That's bigger than my foot. Let's see what it does. Got ya. Didn't hurt at all. Yeah, that's funny as hell. I've been wanting to do that for a while. Didn't even go into the boot at all. Yeah, today we're grading the road. The old Farmall. All hands on the Farmall. On an old tow behind grader. Trying to make a crown to the road so the water can run right off. So I'll just come back with a rake, just rake out some of this edge along there, get it so the water runs over the edge here. We don't want water to run down the road, like right there's the lip right there, the water won't be able to run off right here. So the water should shed off, it'll be a little smoother driving in and out. We got the driveway all done, at least with the grader. Now I'm going to go back through with the regular rock rake, hand rock rake, and clean up the big rocks and any berms that might still be left. And we don't have a rock rake, tow behind rock rake, so let's do it by hand. We probably got a little over 1/4 mile here maybe to do. That's not too bad. So today, me and Boss headed out to find some moosehorns. At least try to. I'm gonna do a bunch of walking this afternoon and see if we can't stumble across a couple. Yeah, we're getting to where I want to start. So hopefully I make it all the way down this road. And we're off. I'm gonna try here. I don't know if this is gonna be a good area or not. So I'm gonna walk up this trail and back down another. And there's another whole area I'm gonna be able to walk over up the road a little further. Ooh, fresh moose track. So we got the cowbell on the dog, and I just beeped the horn in my truck before we left to hopefully get the critters moving. I don't really want to be chased by a moose. I have been before, and that's shitty, trying to outrun them fucking big lanky motherfuckers. Yeah, back in the day it was freaking awesome. I used to find so many moosehorns. Now we'll be stretched to find one today, I bet. Listen to the dog. If he stops in an area for a while, he might be checking out a moosehorn. So I don't have him trained enough to bark when he finds one, but he likes chewing on them, so he'll stop and check it out. Man, I hope I find one today. Find the horn, Boss. Find the horn. Where's the horn? Bunch of moose poop. I see all the buds are eating. It's another telltale sign that moose were here. Every bud on that tree is gone. Hopefully I find a freaking moose. Look at this old stump. That was a big old pine tree, I bet. Still no moose horns. But we'll keep chugging away. Man, is there a lot of moose poop through here. Bunch of moose poop. Definitely moose hanging out in this area. Just don't know if they lost their horns in this area. Well, it ain't a moose horn, but it's moose bone. I'll keep good bones, but that was kind of chewed up old shitty bone. Well, I brought my backpack in case I found chaga. Usually I don't find much chaga out Moosehorn hunting. Not many birch trees, but I did find a little bit today. We got a little bit right there, not much, but yeah, that's when you know somebody's been here. Freaking back like a pelvis bone or whatever it is up in the tree right there. Yep, somebody was here. That's a good blade though. I'll probably take the blade. When it is, I'll keep these. Yeah, we got both blades. These are the shoulder blades. So, oh, there's the rest of it right over here. I'll take some of these big bones. Well, we've gone about 1.5 miles now and still nothing. We're gonna keep chugging. I just dropped my pack off behind me there to when we're coming back out this way. So nice view of the mountain, into the mountain. Hiked that mountain quite a few times, right to the tippity top. All right, we're headed back out of here. I've had enough of this area. So I'm gonna go back to the truck, get a drink. So I just come up to a bunch of geese, baby geese. Mom and Pops are up there. Now I got one that's back here. He kind of lost the pack. You gotta get going. Hey, you gotta get going. Go. Oh, your foot's stuck. Ah, I see. There you go. There. Keep going. Come on, go. Go. Get back to Mom. Get back to Mom. Mom's around the corner here. Yeah, so we're into a new area. I'm gonna go for a quick one more walk. There's too many people moosehorn hunting. I feel like people have already found them. For how much area I cover and how much sign I see, should have found something by now. Alright, well that's it for today. I ain't finding no moosehorn, so just about back to the truck. So we'll try this maybe again another day next week. Alright, me and Boss headed out fishing today. We're gonna go try jigging for lake trout. Alright, this is where we're gonna go try fishing. This is actually where I trapped some beaver last winter. Drove out that way. We trapped 2 houses over there, I believe. So what we're gonna do is just go up there, set anchor, and jig. I always wonder why people never jig in the summertime. They always jig through the ice all the time. Come summertime, all they do is troll. Like, I understand trolling works, but why don't they try jigging? We could play the chase up and down, use the fish finder, do the same thing you do on the ice, just sit in a boat. So that's what we're trying to do today. We're gonna go out there and sit in the canoe and get my fish finder and some bait, a few fishing poles. Oh, the law. I gotta look up the law though real quick before I go anyway. Yeah, as the trapper, I don't want to lose my right to trap, so I make sure I follow the fishing laws. So I look up individual ponds. I know what the laws are, but I keep looking them up. They might change it year after year. All right, we got the law looked up. We're allowed 2 lake trout, 2 brook trout, and 1 salmon. The brook trout got to be 6 inches or bigger. Salmon's got to be 14 or bigger, and the lake trout's got to be 18 or bigger. Here we go, and we're off. So much traffic out there today. Freaking Memorial Day weekend this weekend. I see a lot of Jeeps going through. See a lot of boats going through. Nobody's out here on this pond on a boat, so this is the place for me. All right, let me see some water depths here. Only 21 feet here. I want to be about 40 feet deep, so nice. I'm already marking fish on my fish finder, so get the anchor out and we'll start digging. Got my first fish, checking it out. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Oh, come on, buddy. All right, we're gonna move a little bit. They're just not chasing my lures. I'm marking a couple of fish down there, but I had that one chase at the beginning. Well, we're taking on some water. Definitely my canoe trip down the river the other day didn't help out the leak. Marking a fish again. I've had them check it out, but not really chase me down. There's fish right there. That one right there that's going up and down. That's my jig. And you get them other ones right there. I'm a fish. Just not interested. Look at this fish. Look how crooked he is. It's just weird. He's been swimming around in there. I'm actually going to use him right now. Maybe he's the lucky one. Alright, we're trying some other lures. I'll just keep going through my lures, see if I can find one they'll hit on. What are the odds of that? I freaking hooked a fucking smelt. Holy shit. I still can't believe that. Well, nothing yet, so we're just kind of going to drift back over to my boat launch area, which is over right about there. And call it a day. Alright, no fish today, so we'll try this place again, but grab my other boat with a motor and hopefully get over to this other side and try some more places on a less windy day. Kind of a miserable day out here, but it's usually when the fish are biting, right? Alright, well that's it for this week, so hopefully you liked the episode, and stay tuned in next week to see what other kind of adventures we can go on. Just remember, life's an adventure. Go adventure it.